All right, with this West 2 Facebook Live update, I'm Chief Meteorologist Tony Manoff. Hope you guys are having a good Friday. The weather is certainly cooperating for many of your outdoor plans this evening, whether you're barbecuing on the back or were. Now that the sun is set, we have growing chances for development of a feature in the Gulf of Mexico this evening. I'll have the very latest from the National Hurricane Center and looking at the global models and what they may mean for us here in Central Florida as we get you into late this weekend and next week. It certainly appears as though a low pressure is going to try and develop. The bigger concerns would be A, how strong is it going to get? And B, how much rain are we potentially talking about? We don't quite have an invest yet, but once we do, I think that'll begin to really tighten things up as far as what could potentially happen down the road. So the model's been kind of going back and forth with location and intensity. The early morning runs were trending stronger. The 18Z or the afternoon GFS run is now in, and it is trending weaker and more towards the south. Not unusual to see this. The global models tend to kind of bounce around a lot as they're trying to figure out what's going on over the tropics. So once we get those tropical models into play, and by the way, the hurricane hunters are going in into that feature there over the weekend. That is going to help us out tremendously and going a long way to try to figure out what may or may not be headed our way next week. So let's, without further ado, get into this and kind of break things down. So there's that two disturbances, one near Cancun, and then the other one just east of Mexico City. And now that we have that low, that broad low organizing, chances have gone up to 30% over the next 48 hours for development. Danny Potter, love that. Yep, let's go Mets. Great win by the Polar Bear. Jules is in the house. Good to have you there. Betsy Clark, Terry Lottie. And a 70% chance, much higher likelihood of development in comparison to where we were just this morning when it was 1050. So here's a look at the global models from this morning. The afternoon runs are coming in, and I'm going to tidy these up for you once I'm done with this particular broadcast, and then have them for you tonight at 10 and 11. So that's a look at the models. They were trending stronger with the main piece of energy coming in Tuesday, Wednesday, although there's going to be another piece that arrives Sunday afternoon into Monday morning. Central and South Florida is still in play. That has not changed. That's been really the only consistent thing amongst the global models this week. Now, I want to talk about those model tracks. It's very important to understand the consequences of where storm goes. A track farther to the north, let's say Tampa, back towards Titusville, means the flooding risk is going to be higher. It means there's going to be the risk for some wind if it develops. It also means there's going to be the risk for tornadoes. There's a lot more possibilities, and none of them are good, with more of a northerly track. If it takes more of a southerly track, most of the impacts would be across South Florida, and the rainfall amounts would be far less. Not rain-free, but some of the rainfall totals coming out the last 48 hours have been off the charts high. Now, here's where we start to get some help. A couple things are going to be happening here. Number one, hurricane hunters begin going up into this feature beginning tomorrow and all weekend long. We've got the tail Doppler on the NOAA P3 tomorrow morning. We've got a low-level invest on Sunday, the 130J. And then on Sunday, that tail Doppler is going right back in the NOAA P3. So this is going to go a long way. We'll take that data, all that sampling, throw it into the modeling, and begin to tighten up these forecasts, these tracks, intensity, wind, and rain going forward. So bring it on. We need it. All right, here's the Euro. Yesenia Sexto's in the house. Jojo Hernandez, Tammy Oshel is in the house. Stephanie Bruca Morales, Elizabeth Hart, Betsy Clark. All right, so here's the Euro. First piece arriving Sunday late on into Monday. Piece 2 arrives Tuesday on into Wednesday and clears out very early Thursday. That would be faster, quicker, and the rainfall amounts would be lower. Not low, but lower compared to where they have been. You can see that's still a lot of rain. 5 to 8, maybe even 10 inches of rain in a few locations. Now, if you take the GFS And this is the latest run, the afternoon run. It's the only one that's in. You can see there's that first piece, Sunday night, Monday. And there's the main piece, Tuesday, on into Wednesday. A little bit more to the south. Not as strong as earlier runs, but still packing a punch and then drying on out as we get you into Thursday. So rainfall amounts on the latest GFS look like this. They have come down significantly. That's still a lot of rain though. 5 to 8 inches south, 2 to 5 inches central north. So that's one of the other things we're going to watch. So again, when we talk rain, you put that rain on top of a wet soil moisture or damp grounds, and that's a recipe for some flooding. So that's why we have to watch this again very, very, very closely over the next couple of days. So you look at the water vapor; it shows the story. Jessica Leonard, good to have you right there. Let's see. As of 8 o'clock, this was not a potential tropical cyclone. 92L, it's in. 92L is in. Okay, all right. So here's the deal. We now have an invest. All right, I'm going to do something live here for you guys right now. Just bear with me here. No, don't want to do that. This is going to look a little funky here for a second. Tropical A. Give me a second. This is going to look a little weird to you guys, but just what I'm doing is I just got some very valuable information. So just bear with me, hang tight. We should have the very latest global models. It's in. Let's do this. Give me a second. Come on, let's go. Chop, 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 chop. This is not Helene. This is Invest 92. Let's hit save. And then we'll hit close. All right, let's get this guy. Hold on, folks. Hold on. This is a big piece of information just now coming in, and you're going to see it here in a second on Facebook Live. Okay, we're going to hit close. Close. Okay, so that's good. We'll hit save. Give me a second. Hold on. So this is going to change here. Give me a second. Hold on. They're doing a lot of work in the background here just to give you guys the latest and the greatest. It is not Kirk. We do not want Kirk. We want her A. Give me a second. Why is that? It's 92L. Hit save. Okay, hit close. There it is. All right. Hold on. There we go. Give me a second, folks. You guys are a good group. Thank you for your patience. Just hold tight. I've got the new track stuff here that literally just came in, and I am feverishly trying to put this together for you guys so that you can see it. Let me hit save. Give me 1 second. This is going to be, let's put MIL Milton. Give me a second. Just going to give it a name. Hit yes. There we go. I'm almost done, folks. Let me get these spaghetti hots here. Hang out. Almost there. Hang tight. I am putting together some very important stats. Just came in. I want to give it to you guys fresh because you guys are good peeps. We'll make this 92. We'll make that. We're going to make this lean. There it is. Late models coming in. Let's do this. Tabs. Oh, you little shyster. TABS and ships. Let's get rid of that. Let's do this. Almost done. Ooh. Alright, let's see here. Boom. TAB. Nope, don't want to do that. Let's see. There we go. Alright, so let's do this. Almost done. Just hang tight. Sorry. Alright, let me show you what I just did. You guys are a great group. I do appreciate you being patient with me. Alright, this is now Invest 92. Give me a second. Let me load this into my show. We've got data. Alright, let's get this in here. So we got that. Let's put this. Let's put this in there. All right. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Here we go. All right, gang, you ready? So Invest 92 is moving north-northwest at 5. The pressure is 1,009 millibars. The first models, which I don't want anybody to put too much credibility into it. Oh, what is that? Seriously? Hold on. I got to fix that. Somebody put some movement in there. We don't need to do that. We're going to get rid of this. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to go this. We're going to do that. And we're going to do that. There we go. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. Didn't see the point. So this is the first one of the models. Okay, all over the place. I'm totally not surprised by this. Some going south into Cancun, others going up towards Central Florida. Bottom line is, once we get the new model data here at 9, hopefully, you'll start getting the true tropical models in there. So that right there is the beginning of trying to figure out what's going on. So again, the key here is Invest 92 is now here. There's the feature. That's there in the southwestern Bay of Campeche. It is going to move off towards the east-northeast. First one of the models are kind of wacky, kind of wonky. Not surprised by that. They go northwest, then they go east, east-northeast. And I think what you're going to see is this fill in from Miami, the Keys, up towards the Central Florida area right there. So there we go. Yeah. Well, no. This is the beginning. The first run of an invest is always the one you just you look at it. You take it with a grain of salt at best, and then from thereafter, then you get going. So I think at 9:30, when the wharf comes out, the AEMNI and all that stuff, I think that's when we'll start putting the pieces of the puzzle together and really begin to iron out and finish this track and this intensity and how much rain. So, Misty Hood, I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. Thank you. Yep. Let's see here. So Eric just said, invest. I love him. All right, boom. Let's see. I'm going to show him. Let's see, one more. Hang on. You're watching me take a picture to send to my compadre. Yeah, I'm going to tell him. On Facebook Live with it right now. All right. Boom! There we go. Oh, I got to send. Hang on a second. I'm having fun with this. Anyway, so this is what we do. We everybody's now my phone's blowing up. Give me a second. One more picture. Hold on. All right, camera. Let's do this. Everybody wants to see the tracks. The bosses are. All right, done. Sorry about that, gang. You guys are cool. Thanks for indulging me in that. Just happened to catch that come down on one of my feeds, so I wanted to make that update there for you. Obviously, we don't have a cone or anything like that yet, but one thing I can do, one thing I should do, actually, let me do one more thing here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do one more thing with you guys. I'm going to actually do the models animation. Hold on a second. Let's see, pad stats. Nope, don't want that. Okay, let me do one more. Hang on, this is going to be one more. And what this is going to do is actually going to, nope, not that one, sorry. Hang on, give me, let's see here. Is it not in here? They took it out. Close. Array models. All right, well, I'll have this tonight. What I was going to do is put the models into motion, but I really don't need to do that because it is the first run. So here's the deal. I want to show you this. This is actually a pretty cool piece of information here. So we've got Kirk out there. Now, tomorrow's your day to go to the beach or to be outside. But here's the deal. The long period swells are going to start reaching our coast on Sunday. Okay, so we're going to have to watch that if you're going to the beach tomorrow. the rip currents are the concern, and then the swells really pick up. And then look at that low there in the Gulf. Elevated surf and seas here, at least through Thursday. In fact, I just had the chance to take a look at some of the marine data. Look at the seas, 5 to 8, 5 to 9 feet on Tuesday, based on tropical depression, not a storm. So if it gets stronger, obviously we would have to up the breakers and the seas. So here's something kind of cool. This is this is a wide view of both those features, right? So it's definitely an active tropical pattern, a 1-2 punch. So the first punch coming in Sunday night, Monday, kind of weakens. There's your main piece right there, arriving Tuesday night on into Wednesday morning. See that right there? See that's coming right across the peninsula. So that's what we're going to watch, and that's why, for me, again, it goes back to this graphic. This for me is very, very important. This is what we have to watch. So this is the consequences of track. It's all about location, location, location. So a storm system that rides up north, let's say along the I-4 corridor, that's more problematic. That means flooding risk goes up. The potential for heavy rain obviously goes up. You can have the chance for some wind. You can have the chance for some elevated surf, seas, and you're also going to have the chance for tornadoes because you'd be in the front right quadrant. Now that track, if it were to go to the south, would create less of an issue. Now, we'd still get rain, but we wouldn't get 10 to 20 inches of rain. And the severe threat would be down across the south. So there's a lot of things to kind of look at here. So there we go. There's a lot of things to look at here going forward that we're going to have to watch. So, Helene, good to have you in here tonight from Miss San Diego, California, apparently. Yeah, we did, Joe. We did make Yaku's weather look boring. So there it is. There's north, there's south. So north track, more impacts, south track, less impacts. And now the hurricane hunters are getting involved in this. So this is all good news, folks. This is really going to help us start this winding down and really honing in and quit this back and forth, north and south, morning versus the afternoon. Jennifer Schofield, you're welcome. Just doing my job. Franny Lolo, there you go. She's in the house. Big win. Polar Bear was big time for us last night. Becky, Phil. What makes an invest an invest? That is a great question. Hi, Annie. Lawless. What makes an invest is it being an area of low pressure, something that is easily analyzable, if that's even a word. And then, so we know where the low is. Now we can go into that suspect area and begin to survey it and kind of sample the environment out ahead of it, inside it, take all that data, send it back to the modeling center, and then we get the spaghetti plots that you guys are well aware of. Alyssa Herrera, Elizabeth Haunt, Davenport's in the house. Does anybody have any questions? Saturday is good. Sunday, the rain starts arriving. Again, the side-by-side really tells the story. The GFS this afternoon, the 18Z run is finally in. Friday for sure. And it is pressed southward with the more significant rain. 3 to 5 is still a lot of rain, but it's a whole heck of a lot better than 5 to 8 or 8 to 12 like the European has. So is there a potential for a major hurricane? Mr. Garcia, there's a front to the north, so it's creating some shear. And that is not a good thing for tropical development, but it's a good thing for us. So a major hurricane, I'm not seeing that. Is there the potential for a hurricane? There is. But, I think once we start getting these hurricane hunter missions in there, so Invest 92, that is correct. That is the system that crossed over from the Pacific. You're good to have you right there. Will it be flooding? Giovanni Diaz, that is yet to be determined. We'll continue to watch this. Some of the rainfall totals have been, in the past couple runs, have been pretty high, right there with Ian. Now they're starting to back off. Will they go back to that number? I don't know. That's why I need everybody to keep checking back in. Naples will likely be affected, Kim, some way, shape, or form. Helena, can I send me What kind of request do you need, Helena? Just, there you go. Helena to Misty. Helena to Tony. Hi, Lorraine from Joe. Look at this. Wednesday's Flagler. No, tell to go somewhere else. So Tuesday and Wednesday look to be Tuesday night, Wednesday, and then clearing out Thursday morning would be the time frame. I know one thing I have not shown you yet that I think is also kind of a neat graphic is the Euro versus the GFS. Let me do this. Janice, I think we're getting closer. There we go. Glorietta, I think it will be. Paul Kenny's going to see. Too early to tell on the wins, but here's the thing. So here's the deal. Look at the Euro. GFS is considerably weaker. It's not even showing up anymore. The Euro has an eye. So, again, plenty of time to watch this to see what happens. The GFS has backed off in intensity this afternoon. So that is certainly a wonderful thing and a good thing. Too soon to hone in on Flagler or for any county, for that matter, here in Central Florida. I'm going to feel a whole heck of a lot better once we start running these Hurricane Hunter missions in there. We got the very first tropical models, but the ones that we're showing right now, they're not the best. They're not the strongest tropical models, but at least it's better than nothing. And I think later on tonight, when you see me on the air, we will have the big guns coming on out, so to speak. Christina Marsh, you're welcome. Garrett, I'm hoping it's going to speed up. Polk County, too early to tell, Lucy, but just know that good chance for rain Sunday through Thursday morning. Cool down will come probably a little bit after this storm, but much greater towards the 3rd or 4th week of October. Melissa, they've had their fair share of rougher weather. There's no doubt about that. All right, so that's that. All right, let me put up the 7-day, and then I'll let you guys do your thing. I know it's a Friday night. I don't want to keep you too long, but just want to get you caught up to speed. Saturday, we have our walk. Leslie, nope, Leslie's already out there. This would be Milton, the M name storm. I need a great question. Volusia County looks to be wet. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 84, 82, 84. Best, or the biggest impacts, I should say, come Tuesday and Wednesday. St. Cloud and Mar Rivera. Joanna Gristo, looks like about 2 weeks from now, or thereabouts. SeaWorld Sunday will be wet. I'd go tomorrow. And then you can see Thursday, Friday, drying out and not too bad. Low 80s for highs. All right, guys, I've got a ton of other updates I got to make now that I want to have for you guys now that I've got an invest. So let me go ahead and scoot on out of here. You guys have a wonderful weekend. I will be in Sunday night now with Marquise, so I'll do a Facebook Live then. I'm off tomorrow, Saturday, and then so you'll see me tonight at 10 on the CW18 and again at 11 with all the latest and greatest with the newly formed Invest 92, and then spicing up a few things for you guys. Already my brain's going on what to provide you guys coming up tonight. So you all have a great Friday night. Have a great weekend. Again, I'll be back on Facebook Live and working Sunday night tag teaming there with Marquise if need be. All right, guys. See you tonight. Have a great weekend.